Hey Greenville, it's Pastor Steve. And here at the church, it's beginning to look an awful lot like Christmas. Of course, we're not quite to Christmas yet. We're in the season of Advent, the season of hoping and waiting and preparing for the coming of Christ. The coming of Christ anew into the world, and the coming of Christ in the hearts of all God's children. If you were with us on Sunday, or if you just want to go online to our website or our Realm resource, you can get a copy of our calendar of events for this season of Advent. It includes things like this coming Sunday's GU Messiah concert. It includes things like our sermon series, He Shall Be Called, where we're looking at this prophetic, powerful word from the prophet Isaiah that tells us that the Messiah will come to fulfill some amazing names. Last week we looked at the name of Wonderful Counselor. Jesus wants to be your Wonderful Counselor. This week we'll dive into what it means to have Jesus as our Prince of Peace in a chaotic world. And then we'll look at Jesus as our everlasting Father, Jesus as mighty God, all leading to our wonderful Christmas Eve celebration. And so you'll see notes about children singing and bells playing and just the wonderful inspiration worship is going to be for us in this season of Advent, in this season of preparing. But I really want to talk today about what's on the backside of that sheet. It's our Advent conspiracy plans for 2021. Greenville Free Methodist Church has had a great history of celebrating an Advent conspiracy as a reminder that while we love to give gifts to each other, Christmas isn't our birthday. It's Jesus' birthday. So Jesus should probably be getting our very best gifts. The best gift, your heart, my heart, as a pathway to salvation and discipleship. But we also want to partner with Jesus. We want to give Jesus gifts that help plant seeds for Christmas joy to become a reality for people around the globe. Now, in years past, you picked, I know, maybe one or two different ministry areas where you wanted to plant seeds and conspire to bring the message of Christ to the world. This year, just a little differently, we reached out to our bishops and our conference leaders and our Free Methodist International Child Care Ministries, and we asked them to give us input. Where did they see some tangible, attainable needs that our church could be a part of? So this year we've selected five areas, 5 ministries where we want to plant seeds of Christmas joy through our Advent conspiracy offering. And those are all listed on this sheet, and so you can read a little bit about it. And I just want to offer a little word of logistics. Some of you have asked already, you don't need to make your gift to a specific ministry. We are trusting that because of the breadth and the range of these ministries, something's going to capture your heart. You're going to want to be a part of that. But we're just asking you to make your gift to the church. And if you're writing a check, put Advent Conspiracy in the memo line. If you're giving online, just note that it's for our Advent Conspiracy offering. The numbers you see on the sheet, they're based on giving from our past few years. And we are confident, we are hopefully expectant that we're going to meet that overall goal. And then we will distribute those funds to these 5 areas of need. And we'll adjust, of course, accordingly. But today I want to just lift up the first note on this screen, the first area of ministry, and that is planting seeds of Christmas joy in the Ethiopian Conference of the Free Methodist Church. I'm going to attach a link to a video with Superintendent Nikbib and the amazing work he and others are doing in Ethiopia. But one of the realities is they're doing it without the blessing of a vehicle. One of the great ministries here at our church is Cars for Change, because we've realized that without a vehicle, so many of the other things we take for granted, getting to work, getting to school, taking care of kids, it becomes exponentially more difficult. And we know that getting a vehicle into the hands of our Ethiopian church leaders is going to help plant seeds for them to do incredibly greater work for the sake of God's kingdom. So again, watch the video, catch the link, let your heart just get excited about what the Free Methodist Church is already doing in Ethiopia and what we can do to be a part of it through the purchase of a vehicle for Superintendent Nikbib and his team. So thank you, church. Thank you in advance for what you're already doing. Thank you for all that you've done. And thank you for welcoming us into this first Advent and Christmas season together. as part of your family. Goodbye, church. See you next week.